Okie dokie. Let's make sure that you can hear me and see me, and the internet is working all okay. If that's all right, then we'll get started. Thank you, Fatima. That's very kind of you. All good from Patricia, lovely, and Greg Greisner, and lovely. Okay, cool. And Ronan, thank you. Yeah, yesterday after I did my pre-live on 360, I called my internet provider, and there was a problem with the mast close by to us, so that was the problem. Managed to get it sorted, and today seems a lot better. So what is today? It is October the 12th. It is a Thursday, and here we are doing a recap of yesterday's 360, where we had the pleasure of our CEO Ash Mufareh coming on, and boy did he bring some updates with him. It was absolutely fantastic and amazing. If you haven't had chance yet to listen to our CEO, go to any of the major YouTube channels. There is the link for 360 on there, including this one. I really do suggest that you give it a listen. It will bring you right up to date with what's going on, what has gone on, and what is going to be happening going forward. But here we are today doing a recap. First of all, I'd like to thank Janet Butler, Peter Sergiu, and Daryl Cook for doing the notes in record quick time and put them into the update section of our OFounders back office. Before I get into the updates, just one thing so far that I do know about, and that is CMO Mohammed Nassal put a post out today on his Twitter account with a few pictures of the build of the GTEx or GuideTex, however you want to say it, show that's happening in 4 days' time, guys, on the 16th. They're getting ready for that, and ONPASSIVE are not only a participant of it, so they have a stand there, and a big stand at that, by the looks of the pictures, but also are an integral part of this show. And it is the largest startup and technology show in the world, over 2 massive great big sites in Dubai, and it is going to be home to literally thousands of businesses, but also hundreds of thousands of visitors over the 4 days. It is the largest in the world, as I said, and ONPASSIVE have got a stand there and also an integral part. Wayne Morris, I believe it was Algeria, not Egypt. I know I said Egypt yesterday, but I was corrected, and I believe it's Algeria for the university. I do stand corrected. I was put off by the green on the flag, to be honest. Okay, so let's get you up to date then. Yesterday, our CEO came on. He looked very shattered, to be honest, didn't he? You know, he really was very tired. Why? Because he's literally been going to hell and back on a daily basis, and this is because of really what has been going on as far as the payment processors have been. He's been battling against them. He brought us right up to date, and he said the good news is that yes, he's been battling with what's been going on behind the scenes, but you guys don't have to. And we actually said this, didn't we, in our lives over the last couple of days, that Ash is one of these people who doesn't like to involve us. He doesn't feel and think that we need to be involved with his plight and battles that he has to go through on a daily basis. He just wants our support, and that was evident yesterday, wasn't it, that he looked pretty battered and bruised, to be honest, in the end. Fair play to the guy, sticking to what he wants to try and achieve And again, he gave some really good explanations of this, and it's because they are adamant about how they do business. At the end of the day, is remember, we are as a company completely different from the norms of other businesses that are out there. Why? Because we do not put profit before the value of what we are doing. We are focused on whether there is a need out there for our products and services primarily, but also to give the best possible value to the consumer who is interested in our products. They go hand in hand with profit at the end of the day, but if you have that thought process initially of providing something of value with all the high-tech MML, machine learning, parts to it, and the AI as well, then you are going to get the profitable side of it, because when people are then given the choice between one and another, they are naturally going to get drawn to yours. And we're going to go into a little bit more detail about what other bits and pieces are coming as well. And he was saying that because they are adamant about how we do business, and they want to do it in a certain way, and that is not the normal way, there is a lot of conflict with other business or with other third parties because of this. So they are working hard, in fact, triple D'ing, he said. And we are stubborn in doing it our way, and we must win some battles. And actually, because we have to win battles, these take time. It's not something that happens just overnight. Ron Hulbert, thank you so much, my friend, for your super sticker. Glad you got the link, and glad you're here, my friend. Very, very kind of you. What else then? So he said, I've heard from he said he's heard that there's been a few guesses and assumptions of what you have seen over the last 3 weeks as far as events that have gone on and things that have happened. He said some are a little bit right, he said, but a lot aren't right. So I suggest you leave it to corporate to bring you completely up to date. We've been saying this, haven't we? We've been saying it for quite a long time now, that we can only give you a bit of an overview of what we feel has happened. At the end of the day, it really is up to corporate to bring us up to date with exactly what happened and why it is such a big deal from the company of ONPASSIVE and everything to do with that. Colonel Daniel Lee, thank you for your super sticker, and also Satcha Papu, that's very, very kind of you guys for your support. He then went into talking about card payments and the processors. Now, I've been saying for a very long time now that inevitably when you are dealing with third parties, as much as you feel that you have given them enough warning, had enough meetings, explained to them what is happening and all the rest of it, it's all talk until it actually happens. And I was so glad that he touched on this subject, because it really is the case that the third parties are the people who are causing this massive log pile dam at the moment as far as ONPASSIVE is concerned. And he didn't really need to go into the amount of detail that he did about it all, but I will go over what he said for your information. And that was the companies that we are using are US companies, but they have regional offices around the world. And this is the second one US company that we have used. There was one, if you remember, right at the beginning, and then we changed from that one to the second one. And the first one, he said, have actually still got all of that money that was processed through this third party. And he said the money's been hijacked, and they were talking about big numbers of money here. Didn't go into what it was, but You only have to start thinking about it and doing your own maths to work out what kind of numbers that they are holding within their funds. For what reason? Obviously, the company know this and they are working to do it. He said, and the second one that they use, the second third-party clearer, as far as the payment processor was concerned, and they'd given them a short timeline to rectify exactly what has gone on with the first one, and they are not cashing out the funds in a timely manner either. So they haven't received any funds from the first ones or even the second ones. Now, they have been talking the talk, but actually they haven't been doing what they said been talking. So it's another glitch, and it's not a great responding one for you guys, is it? Because they have all the money. Then ONPASSIVE aren't at the moment in a place of being able to pay out, because these two companies hold all their funds that have been paid in. So we have been given we've given the second company a few days to rectify what they haven't done so far, and we are soon going to be pushing for an ultimate step as to what is happening, which I mentioned in the past. This is also pushing the company to move towards another scenario, which is something that they wanted to do anyway, but from the sounds of what Ash Mufareh was talking about yesterday, this has only accelerated that part of what they are looking to achieve. So when it all does clear, when this big log jam and back pile comes into the ecosystem, and the funds, bulk payments in and out will be happening very, very soon. So he asks, it will be happening, but at this time, obviously, it's what the delay is, and we completely understand as far as us as founders are concerned and affiliates, exactly why that has been going on. They're not happy about this delay at all, by the way. It is a hindrance to the process of our business. Why? Because without having the payment processors there, it's putting a stop on releasing other paid products, because quite frankly, there's no point in releasing another paid product when you can't pay for it using the various card payments that are there within ONPASSIVE. So that's all on hold, and they are working around the clock in all regions, and our teams are fighting the battle to get this rectified. No one has seen these numbers, and that is what we are seeing at the moment. We thought this would be the case, but it's almost like people are flocking to us at the moment, he was saying. Some not in a good way, because they want a piece of the ONPASSIVE cake, which boils down to greed, really, at the end of the day. When people start seeing pound signs or dollar signs, they want their part, and many are trying to do it completely unethically by buying their way in, or even worse than that, bribing, etc., threatening. All of these types of things are going on daily behind the scenes as far as ONPASSIVE is concerned. He said greed is a ugly thing, very much like a nightmare we are going through, but every company would actually love to be in this problem. If you think of companies that have launched and they've said steadily progressed through, none of them have ever been in a position where they are almost fighting people off from wanting to be part of the ONPASSIVE company. So it's good in a way, but also a massive headache for the company at the moment, because of the unethical way that people are doing it and corrupt way of many of them thinking that because they have the money that they can just buy their way in. But it certainly is going to get better, that's for sure. So he said, unfortunately, the market is very corrupt, and I knew it was going to be bad, but not like this, he said. But it's why everyone wants to come to us, because we are good and ethical. He said in about 2 weeks, we will have some more progress for you, and to see some of the top officials in the country are going to be invited to the official launch of OConnect. Why is this happening like this? Because he felt that we've kind of missed the first month of the launch of OConnect within the company because of all these problems. So we are doing a relaunch kind of thing as far as OConnect is concerned, and there is going to be many dignitaries from many countries who will be coming to that. Obviously, stay tuned to your back offices for all of this information that will be coming through. Moving on then to OConnect. He said OConnect will sell like hot cakes and everyone will want it. I mean, even at the moment, we are breaking records as far as this product is concerned. But we have some new features coming to OConnect. They've been very costly, he says, and we are not wanting to pass any of this cost on to the customers. So we are working on refining that and all the rest of it at the moment. And obviously there's going to be different levels within this new feature that we will see within the next couple of weeks or so. We've reached an unseen what is coming, and this is just great, he said. So we are holding on to the output of the features that these are real game changers. He said the live stream option is going to be rolled out soon as well. He himself is not too happy about that because he thinks it's taking away people from the ecosystem because it's moving to an external link. There's going to be new add-ons, he says, and tweaks to existing features in OConnect, and these are going to be added on a daily basis. And in a few weeks, it will be better than a dream, he said. So lots of things happening in the background as far as OConnect is concerned. And Chris mentioned these yesterday, didn't he? That there's already seen some of this functionality that is happening. For instance, you can mute and turn the video off on speakers directly now on the panels. The resounds, you can make your own. The prompter, you can make larger, move it, etc. All of these things have been happening over the last few days as well. So it's great to see that these changes are happening as well. Also, the ecosystem app is ready. So any day from now, you'll be able to log into your ecosystem and download it directly from your ecosystem. Don't go to any of the download sites. So if you're an Apple, don't go to theirs or Google Play to download it. Only download it directly from your ecosystem. This is only for mobiles, guys, and for tablets. The desktop version is only going to be going through browser, and that part is not quite ready yet. Also, OVerify, that's about to be rolled out. It's ready. We should see that coming very, very shortly. Within a few days, he was saying. ODesk and OTracker, they're ready also, but because of what's been happening to the payment merchants and the processors, we will wait until that's all settled before that gets rolled out. Why? Because there's really no point in rolling those out if the payment issue is still there. OVerify is going to be a B2B, business to business. This will be rolled out as well once payment processes has settled down as well. So initially, OVerify is going to be coming out as a free version for us to verify within the ecosystem, but it's also going to be available for selling to other businesses as a business to business product. that again you can make commissions on, but that part of it will not be rolled out until those payment processors have been stabilized and they're going to be done. Some other above game changers items as well, he said, to make you look like heroes, and some deserving individuals and leaders, he said, will be in absolute shock mode, and it really is going to be a pinch me kind of moment, and this is a real thing that's going to happen. Obviously that got a lot of people excited. Nobody knows what it's going to be, but he looked very excited when he was telling us all about that, didn't he? This is just another another level that he is aiming for as far as ONPASSIVE is concerned. Also, the other bonus structure that he was talking about, he said that's coming as well, and the doers will be dancing, he said, once they see the second of those bonuses that are going to be rolled out very shortly. So again, great news. Traffic, obviously, as far as ONPASSIVE is concerned, this is not stopped or even stopping. He said even if we wanted to stop it, we couldn't, because the amount of people that are coming into ONPASSIVE on a daily basis. Remember, the name ONPASSIVE is all over the UAE, especially Dubai at the moment. Curtis Strickland, my friend, thank you for your super sticker. That's very kind of you. Wherever you look, we're on billboards throughout the whole of the UAE. Remember, we're in all the malls in UAE. We are on in food outlets within the UAE, and we are all over Dubai on billboards, plus the metro, plus what we put on Burj Khalifa and all of the rest of it. That advertising hasn't stopped. It's been continuing throughout all of this that's been going on. And this is why people are still flocking into ONPASSIVE. And remember, all these people, guys, are part of that pool. They are all going to be placed underneath affiliates who have activated their accounts by purchasing OConnect. So again, I can't tell you how important it is that when we get the chance and the ability to activate those accounts. GTEX, he said, or GuyTex as he pronounced it, is next week. And also there's another big event that's happening at the end of the month in Egypt. I did a little bit of research on that as well, and it is absolutely amazing what is going to be happening there. It's going to be in Sharm el-Sheikh, I can tell you that, and it's going to make a lot of difference to a lot of countries. We have had several conferences with ministers and even prime ministers of premier positions, and everything is going on track, that's for sure. He also then mentioned about why people are coming into ONPASSIVE, and he was saying that when people see money, they want to be part of it. He said that is plainly and simply why we are having a lot of the problems we're having at the moment, is because a lot of people think they can just buy their way in. Anyway, guys, that's it for the recap today, but it's safe to say that we certainly need to give our CEO as much backing as we possibly can whilst he is struggling through an awful lot of problems at the moment. You can do all of the preparations internally. You can check and double check things as far as your company is concerned to make sure that you have crossed the T's and dotted as many I's as possible. But one thing you cannot control, and that is third parties. And this really has been the biggest sticking point that ONPASSIVE has seen so far. Something that they can't control, something that is external from the company, and this is what is causing the massive headache at the moment. It is going to get sorted, okay? Do not worry about that one little bit. They are working tirelessly to get it done, and I'm sure as soon as it's all back on track and activated, this backlog of paying in and also paying out will be cleared very, very, very soon. Okay, guys, so if you have put requests in, just have a little bit of patience. Let's have some prayers for our CEO and our tech guys and everyone else. We are going to obviously benefit from everything that's going on. Coming up then, Chris and Marty, they're going to be doing a joint recap at the top of the hour. That's in half an hour's time. And then I presume moving forward at 4 p.m. we've got Collins Manor, Comfort, Andy Burke's doing 4. Then at 9 be Rob Lynn on their show, and 9:30 Ominu. If there's anybody, apologise. All details of all webinars and as back office under the upcoming webinars section. Anyway, that's it from me today, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow, bright and breezy, 11 a.m. Eastern, on Friday the 13th. Let's have some fingers crossed for that day, eh? Doesn't happen very often, I'm glad to say. So let's hope Friday the 13th doesn't live up to its name, and that we can get through it unscathed. That's it from me today, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for coming on, and we will see you all tomorrow. That's it from me. Bye for now.